Welcome to my class, Tai Chi Qigong 18 form. This is a wonderful, gentle range of motion practice. We do actually 18 forms within 30 minutes with 4 reps of each form. Now today's class I'm going to also combine with some instruction, maybe some exercises for certain forms, so it will take longer. But generally it's a 30-minute practice, and you can take any time a single exercise and practice it for 5-10 minutes as long as you like. So the point of this set of forms is generally a warm-up practice, sometimes used by martial artists to warm up, but it also is very excellent for everybody to promote freedom of movement, pain-free living, and inner harmony. So we're going to begin with standing feet together and take center of palms, cover navel. And here we're just going to focus on the breath. You can close your eyes and breathe in and out through the nose. And here we take this few moments to tune in to our natural breath rhythm. Inhaling, and we feel abdomen gently expand and breath rises to upper chest. Exhaling, releasing the air. At the end of the exhale, navel moves in towards spine. And here we also disconnect with all of the daily worries and lists of things to do, just to be here and now. Listening to the sound of your breath also helps you to turn your attention inwards. And now, release hands. So I will be practicing in the mirror image, which means that you do as you see. So I'm going to bring left hand to brow. It's actually my right hand, but you see left, and that's what I'm going to verbalize. This is your upper energy center, center of chest, middle energy center, below navel, lower energy center. And now, inhale as you float arms up overhead, elbows are gently rounded, and lift chin. Join palms overhead. Exhaling to heart. Point fingers down. And now as arms come to sides, sink and lift left foot and step hip width. So we look down, feet are pointing straight ahead. Knees are now straight, and we're ready to begin form number 1, connect heaven and earth. Reach arms forwards, rounding shoulders, and then in front of shoulders. And then sinking, bend knees, arms return to sides, relax wrists. Rising, we straighten legs, reach forward, circle to shoulders, and sinking. Fingertips gently lifted, relax wrists. Inhale, rising, and exhale, sinking. Rising. This is called Fair Lady's wrist here. The wrist is relaxed with gravity, and sinking. The last time we do the form, I will say close. So we come the first half and then close. That means legs stay straight, arms return to side. Okay, so this is the start position for every form. Number 2, connect wood and metal. Palms are facing, coming up the center. From shoulder height, we're going to make a little arc and expand. At the very end of that movement, my ribs open and I'm opening solar plexus. Then we hinge forward, lifting tail, and join forearms. I have a straight line from elbow to fingertips. arms hanging below shoulders. Straighten and arc. Expand solar plexus. And hinging forward, forward bend. Arms hanging. From the side, straighten body and arc. Notice that at the end of my arc, just the upper spine is leaning forward. My chin is still neutral. And then as I hinge forward, I lift tailbone and circle arms to center. I want to have here a straight, extended waist, a straight spine. So lifting tailbone, lifting head slightly helps me keep the spine straight. And straighten body. The entire form, the knees are straight. Expand. And forward bend with a straight spine. Inhale. The upward movement to opening ribs. And exhale. Circle to center. Arms hanging. Breathing in. We want to fill the movement with your breath. No hold. And exhale. It takes a little practice to find exactly the right type of breath to fill the movement, but you have lots of time to work on that. Expand. And now we're going to finish this exercise. Arms hanging, close, returning to start position. Number 3, dance like a rainbow. So this is the first exercise where we're going to be shifting weight. The first 2 we had weight 50-50. So this one we're going to shift all the way 90% on one side. So you can follow me, and you see how my hips travel from side to side. Do you want me to start this over again? No. No, I will.
No problem.
Okay. Number 3, dance like a rainbow. This is the first exercise where we're going to be shifting our weight from right to left, left to right. And we're going to do that keeping the shoulders level. So let's practice this exercise. Shifting weight left, 90% on the left leg, and right. Good. Notice that the hips are traveling from side to side. And if you look down, you can see that happening. Good. And now we put our elbows at sides and forearms are parallel. And we're going to swing to the diagonal, 45 degrees. Weight is even on the feet. To the other diagonal. Okay? To remind you, where is that diagonal? Make a right angle with your arms. And now your chest is facing right in the center. That's your diagonal. Bring your arms parallel. Be sure that when you do the diagonal movement, you don't go too far. It's just a little distance, halfway to the side. Okay, now we're going to combine this swinging trunk with shifting weight, and we're going to do opposite. So we're going to swing left and shift our weight right. Be sure your hip is traveling. And back to center, shift right, and your weight goes left. Just do the opposite, swinging from side to side. Okay, this is the most important foundation for form number 3. All right, so now we're going to begin the opening sequence. Palms are facing. And then from shoulder height, we start lifting chin and look our hands overhead. Then we open arms, shoulder height, rounded elbows. And back, overhead. Now we're ready to begin. We're shifting the right to the right on the leg and turning left. Good. Now sink on your right leg and lower your left arm, shoulder height. Back to center, weight even. And then the other side. we're going to be rotating right, shifting weight left, and sink on your left leg, looking down your right arm, back to center. Look overhead, shift right, turn trunk, and sink on your right leg, back to center. Look overhead, shift weight left, and sink on your left leg, back to center. And shift right, exhale as you sink, inhale to center, exhale, shift left, and sink, back to center. Now to close, palms out, and arms return to sides. Number 4, separate clouds. We're going to look down, cross our wrists. Fold your hands to chest. Now you have an X, right, with the wrists crossed. And keep that X, raise your elbows until your palms are facing out. Now straighten arms overhead. Look up. Arms come down sides. Now here we're going to begin bending knees and leaning forwards. And cross wrists, knee height. And straighten. Fold arms. Lift elbows. Separate arms overhead. Look up, palms are out. Coming down, we begin bending, leaning forward here. And cross. Now here you'll notice if you feel your waist, you can feel your spine sticking out. So your waist is rounded. Unlike form number 2 when we had tailbone lifted. And separate overhead. From shoulder height, I start sinking, and my arms are circling, knee height, cross wrists. Straighten, and lift. Exhaling down, cross. Inhaling up. And exhale, close. Arms return to side. Number 5, row your boat. This is a form where we're going to be making a full turn to the side, 90 degrees to either side. So when we do that, you're not going to be able to look at me. So you need to listen, and we all need to move together. So I'm going to be pausing at certain points so that we can all be in the same position. So you please wait for me. Don't get ahead of me. Okay, we open. And turn left palm up. Now we're going to sink and we're going to face the left side and bring our left arm behind the trunk, palm facing out. It's like position like 5 o'clock, really low. And then we straighten legs. The hands float up to shoulder height. We look behind. The very end of our movement, we look behind. So now bend your left elbow. Your hand is facing forwards and sink. Bend your knees. Elbows come to sides. Here we're back at the center. Now we do the second side. We're turning right. Right arm straightens behind the trunk. Palm is facing out. Straighten knees. Float arms up, shoulder height. Look behind. Bend right arm. So that movement here is all by itself. Nothing else is happening. And sink. Exhale. Your elbows arrive at your sides. Okay, quarter turn left. Left arm straightens behind you. Squeeze your shoulder. Everybody should be down in a bent knee position. Okay, straighten legs, arm shoulder height. Look behind. Bend elbow and sink, returning to center. Good. And quarter turn right. Right arm straightens. Squeeze your right shoulder to spine. Lift. Look behind. Bend arm and sink. Center. Quarter turn. Squeeze left shoulder back. and lift, look behind. Bend arm and exhale. Sink to center, keep turning, keep exhaling. Straighten right arm, inhale. Straighten legs, shoulder height. Look behind. You're inhaling still as you bend your arm. Exhale. So the whole time the knees are bent, we're exhaling. Straighten arm, inhale. As we have straight legs, we're inhaling. Exhale. Center. And inhale, straighten legs. Now we're ready to close. Bend arm and sink to center. Straighten legs and arms to sides. Number 6, row your boat. So here we're going to squeeze shoulders together, palms turn out, and reach behind. Big rotation with arms, and then start lifting chin, arms parallel overhead, we're looking up. Then sinking arms and bend knees, keep the body erect, arms to sides. And squeeze, palms out, lifting, inhale, chin lifts, arms parallel, exhale, coming down. Sink, breathing in, lifting chin, overhead, out. Sinking. So when we're synchronizing the breath with the movement, we have a beautiful connection, body and mind, through the breath. Now we're ready to close, arms to sides, legs are straight. Good. This is the secret to the Tai Chi Qigong practice, synchronizing body and mind with the breath. And this brings us into a beautiful state of stress-free oneness and inner happiness and harmony. Okay, so next form. Number 7, gather lotus. So this is another form where we're going to be swinging 45 degrees to 45 degrees. The weight will remain centered. Okay, so we turn facing the 45 and we raise right arm. Turn palm down and bend knees, lean forward. Now I'm looking down. I'm going to straighten facing the right diagonal, lift left arm. Okay, notice that my arm is in front of my shoulder. It should not be in front of your chest. So here I have a right angle, arm to chest. Turn palm and bend, lean forward. And now straighten, facing left, raise right arm. Turn palm and exhale to center. Inhale, diagonal. Turn palm, exhale. And inhale. One more detail. As I finish the upswing, my left hand is facing down, fingers forward. Turn palm and sink. Now my left hand is getting ready to scoop up a lotus floating on the surface of the water. Turn palm, exhale. So just imagine that you're standing knee height in the water and scooping up the lotus. Exhale. We're going to finish on the right side. Inhale, turn palm, and close.